Did you know there's one country in Asia where you can walk into a cafe, speak fluent English, and have a full conversation without ever needing a translation app? That country is the Philippines. And it's not by accident. This unique linguistic ability isn't due to pop culture obsession or sheer coincidence. It's the result of a complex history, deep-rooted education systems, and cultural openness, all of which have shaped the Philippines into one of the most English-proficient nations in Asia. Welcome to Leo Know, your destination for well-researched insights, curious facts, and powerful truths. If you appreciate intelligent content that bridges history, culture, and modern relevance, you're in the right place. In today's video, we explore why Filipinos speak better English than most of their Asian neighbors, and how this gives the country a significant edge in today's globalized world. Stay with us to the end. The truth may surprise you. Let's go back to 1898. After over 300 years under Spanish rule, the Philippines was ceded to the United States for $20 million. This marked the beginning of American colonization, and with it, a major cultural shift. Rather than imposing their own language, the Americans established a national public education system that used English as the primary medium of instruction. This wasn't just in classrooms. English became the language of government, law, and commerce. By the early 20th century, millions of Filipino students were being educated in English. Newspapers, courts, signage, and public institutions all reinforced its usage. What started as a colonial policy evolved into a nationwide skill set, one that has continued to shape the country's identity for over a century. As American influence expanded, so did the Philippines' access to Western media. Unlike many countries that dub foreign content, the Philippines largely preserved the original English audio in movies, music, and TV shows, often skipping subtitles altogether to promote direct understanding. Over time, these shows became more than just entertainment. They became informal English lessons. From sitcoms like Friends to Hollywood blockbusters, English became woven into daily life. Even local television began blending English with Tagalog, giving rise to the iconic hybrid known as Taglish. This deep cultural exposure helped improve pronunciation, fluency, and comprehension, especially among younger Filipinos growing up in a bilingual world. By the early 2000s, this English proficiency positioned the Philippines as a global leader in customer service. In 2010, the country officially overtook India as the world's leading call center hub. Filipino workers excel not only because of their language skills, but also due to their neutral accent, cultural sensitivity, and high emotional intelligence. This has made them ideal representatives for companies worldwide, especially in customer-facing roles. Today, over 1.3 million Filipinos work in the BPO industry, contributing billions to the national economy. Their ability to communicate clearly, professionally, and empathetically continues to drive global demand. English remains an official language of the Philippines alongside Filipino. It is used extensively in education, legislation, media, and official documents. From classroom debates to Senate hearings, English is not just common, it's institutionalized. This deliberate bilingual policy is more than a historical holdover. It's a strategic choice that provides Filipinos with a distinct advantage on the world stage. From international employment opportunities to higher education access, it also makes the Philippines one of the most travel-friendly destinations in Asia. Tourists, expatriates, and digital nomads often find it easy to navigate, connect, and thrive in the country, thanks in large part to this language accessibility. Which aspect of this bilingual policy do you find most beneficial? Interestingly, English proficiency is also reinforced by the country's cultural interests, particularly beauty pageants. The Q&A portion of global pageants like Miss Universe is conducted in English, making fluency a highly valued skill. Schools, families, and communities often support the development of strong communication skills from a young age, not just for competitions, but for real-world success. This focus on articulate self-expression has had long-term benefits in other domains, including business, entertainment, and digital content creation. Filipino content creators, singers, and influencers often find global audiences because their humor, insights, and talents transcend linguistic barriers. Hollywood's influence also played a critical role. From early cinema to today's streaming platforms, American media shaped the way Filipinos spoke, thought, and connected in English. English language programming, music, and yes, even karaoke became part of daily life. Whether it's quoting lines from Titanic or singing My Way at a family gathering, Filipinos absorbed English in both structured and organic ways. This passive and active exposure enhanced vocabulary, idiomatic understanding, and pronunciation, setting the Philippines apart in the region. When you combine solid grammar, cultural adaptability, and excellent communication skills, the result is a workforce that's in high demand around the world. Filipinos have become global citizens, thriving in industries such as healthcare, aviation, maritime services, and digital content creation. Whether it's managing global customer service or entertaining millions online, their English fluency opens doors that many other nations are still working to unlock. More importantly, Filipinos often use language to connect, not just communicate. That human touch makes all the difference. One of the most underappreciated strengths of Filipino English speakers is their neutral and easily understandable accent. Unlike some countries where local accents can create barriers in international communication, Filipinos tend to speak with clear enunciation and a cadence that's comfortable for Western ears. This is a major reason companies in the US, Canada, the UK, and Australia prefer hiring Filipinos for voice-based jobs. The Filipino accent is a byproduct of long exposure to American media, education, and training programs in customer service. Schools and BPO training centers often include modules on accent reduction and intonation, helping individuals further refine their speaking style. The goal isn't to erase Filipino identity, but to enhance clarity and comprehension for global conversations. This adaptability has made Filipinos not just excellent customer service agents, but also strong contenders in international industries like broadcasting, online education, and even global tech support. Their ability to adjust to different speaking styles and tones while still being authentically themselves gives them a rare edge in both formal and informal settings. In the Philippines, proficiency in English isn't just a skill. It's often a ticket to a better life. From getting into prestigious schools to landing competitive jobs abroad, English fluency can significantly improve one's social and economic prospects. For many families, teaching children to speak fluent English is seen as an investment in their future. This language skill opens up opportunities not just locally, but internationally. Many overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, from nurses in Europe to engineers in the Middle East, are hired specifically because of their English-speaking ability. It allows them to communicate clearly with patients, colleagues, and employers, often earning them praise and preference over other nationalities. Back home, jobs that require English, such as BPO roles, media work, or academic instruction, typically offer higher salaries and more stability. For millions of Filipinos, mastering English isn't about mimicking the West, it's about reaching the world, gaining respect, and elevating their family's quality of life. Why does this all matter? Because English is more than just a language in the Philippines. It's a tool for empowerment, opportunity, and global connection. It allows Filipinos to lead in industries, form international relationships, and shape narratives that reach across cultures. In a world where communication is everything, the Philippines stands as a testament to how language can transform not only education and employment, but also identity and purpose. So next time you speak with a Filipino, whether abroad or online, remember, behind that conversation is a rich history, a world-class skill set, and a culture that turned colonialism into a global advantage.